Maria, hi from Brighton. Edith, hi from County Wicklow, Ireland. Luna, lovely to be here from the snowy German Alps. Wow, nice. Maria Jose, so lovely to be here from Spain, but everywhere. Arlene missed me last week. Yes, I had a hospital appointment last week, so I didn't get back in time. Everything's fine though, you don't need to worry. And iPad 2, whoever that is, from sunny Bath, and Alison from sunny Holywell in North Wales. Katie in Cheltenham. Okay, so I'll stop reading those out now because it's 7 o'clock and we'll begin the meditation. I'm just going to have a little sip of my tea. I've just got back from the osteopath for my regular treatment. Good. Okay, so I thought tonight we'd do a simple practice. We'll do a breathing anchor meditation where we use awareness of breathing in the body as a way to anchor the mind in the moment and to draw the mind back from all the proliferations that most of us are so good at, all the kind of worrying about the future and feeling stressed and anxious and so on. If we just keep coming back to our direct experience of breathing deep in the body, it gives the mind a place to rest. So we're filling our awareness with direct bodily sensation rather than the proliferations of sort of mental activity. And we're doing this because it's what I feel I could do with at the moment. And I imagine that's true of others. We're still in this, in the UK here, we're still in this interesting phase of unlocking, whilst we also have emerging new variants, whilst we also have vaccinations happening. Life is getting busier for many of us. That can bring up FOMO, fear of missing out. You know, some people are socializing and we might want to socialize ourselves, but we can't, or we feel frightened to. You know, there's so many things that can happen. And then I'm aware there are people here like Ed from Toronto, which I know is in lockdown again. It's really bad. The virus is really bad in Toronto because my brother lives there. Germany, I know it's bad. So we're still living, you know, as a species, we're still living with all this uncertainty. None of us know really what the future holds. None of us ever knew what the future holds, but maybe in the past, pre-pandemic, we could fool ourselves a little bit more. Whereas now we are all just living with this endless sort of instability and uncertainty. Life gets turned on, life gets turned off kind of feeling. And I think really the answer is just simply to come back to taking life one moment at a time. All we know is now. All we know is now. In terms of the future, all we know is that we don't know. And if we can train ourselves just to keep coming back to our actual direct experience right here, right now, to release into the present moment, which has got so many dimensions to it. It's got beauty, it's got love, it's got pain, it's got the breath, it's got the body, it's got sunshine, it's got snow, whatever it might be. All that is available to us and we can trust that. And whereas if we're trying to depend on an idea of the future, that's very unreliable on the whole. Of course, we need to plan as humans, but we also need to learn to hold everything very lightly. I mean, I've got some I'll just briefly say this, I've got some interesting, an interesting experience of that because I've been planning a 2-month-long retreat on the Isle of Skye for probably 2 years. It's been enormously complicated to organize and supposed to be starting in a couple of weeks. Got somewhere booked, people to drive me there, and so on and so forth. And now I've got some health issues that are emerging, hopefully not serious, but that means I probably can't go, which laughter seems to be one of the appropriate responses. You know, someone said to me today, you seem very invested in it. And I thought, yes, I am. You know, it's complicated, you know, to arrange your life so you can go away for 2 months to look at the loch, look at the ocean for 2 months. And now my practice is to just let go of that, let it all just flow through my fingers, and I'll find other ways to, you know, both meet my health needs and also have day trips to the sea or something. But it just feels kind of, oh yes, this is the teaching of this stage of my life. You know, first of all, we all live through a global pandemic with huge uncertainty. And then I thought, oh, this is amazing timing that I am going to be able to go to Scotland because the lockdown's eased. Scotland will be opened up. How amazing is that? And then, yeah, I'm not going to be able to go. Yeah. So I'm kind of laughing and crying at the same time. But it's, you know, the lesson is, oh, well, I just need to keep coming back to, all I know is that I don't know, and here I am, and I'm breathing in and out, and I'm with all you lovely people, and life is rich and wonderful and crazy and scary and all those things. But I know this, and just to be with that. Okay, so I need to just do a stabilizing present moment awareness practice, and I invite you all to join me. Yeah, so if we set up our position, choosing, do we want to sit or lie, stand, walk? All of those are options. And close the eyes if that's appropriate for you. If you find that doesn't work for you, you could just lower your gaze. But the idea is that we're quietening our senses so we can quieten everything, quieten the mind, and still the body. So coming here, arriving here. And let's feel the weight of the body resting on the chair or the bed or the floor. Feeling into that quality of rest. Feeling into the sensations. If you can't feel sensations for any reason, just tuning into that quality of presence and being supported by the chair in whatever way works for you, or the floor or the bed. If we want to, we could take some deeper breaths, deeper in breath, and on the out breath, arriving a little bit more. And let the in breath flow back in again. Doing this a few times in your own way. Surrendering, releasing into gravity with each out breath, and receiving the support of the chair, the bed, the floor. Let's see if we can let the whole body yield into this position. So letting go of gripping onto the body and allowing it to be held by the support of the earth, the planet, the chair, the floor, the bed. Soft face, soft throat, soft shoulders and arms and hands, soft fingers and thumbs. Soft belly, soft torso, soft buttocks, soft legs, feet, toes. Let's allow our awareness to pour down to fill the legs and the feet like water. Maybe sensations are strong, maybe they're even absent. But having a sense of your legs, however they're showing up for you in this moment. The legs resting. And letting awareness pour up into the torso. The torso is full of awareness, the front, the back, the sides, the inside and the surface. Whole torso being rocked and cradled by breathing. We rest our awareness right inside that experience. The shoulders falling down and back from the midline of the body. Allowing awareness to pour through the shoulders to fill the arms, hands, fingers, thumbs. Seeing if we can let the hands and the fingers rest in this moment, not reaching for the future or holding on to the past, but resting light and soft. And the neck and the head. Letting the head be poised if we're sitting. We're lying down, letting the head be fully held and supported by the cushion. The face soft. Seeing if we can experience the head as a limb of the body rather than separate from the body. It's joined up, integrated. Feeling sensations in the face. Now let's broaden our awareness of the whole body. Legs, torso, arms, neck, head, face. Now moving into the abdominal area, the belly. Let's rest our awareness inside, breathing inside the belly. Swelling on the in-breath, subsiding on the out-breath. Using this as an anchor for your awareness, a home base for the mind. Imagine all our thoughts are like a boat on the surface of the ocean. Going here and there with the currents. And we drop anchor deep in the body and it stabilizes the boat of the mind. We allow our awareness to rest with the anchor, deep and still, stable, grounded. If at any point breathing is difficult to stay with or disturbing, you just rest your awareness in the stability of the body, resting on the chair, the floor, the bed. Let that be your anchor. Every time the mind wanders, which it will, it's what minds do, we think. Thinking is normal. We have the opportunity to notice we've got carried away, and in the noticing we can choose to come back deep in the body, deep inside stability and the moment. And we do this again and again and again, and this is the training. Got pain or discomfort anywhere in the body, allowing breathing to soothe the hard edges, soften the resistance. See if we can open to the sensations as being fluid and changing moment by moment, rather than pushing against the enemy. Let the sensations arise and pass moment by moment with this open, gentle, stable awareness. If you want to, you could imagine that this breathing in the body is kindly and soothing and loving and caring towards ourselves. And I always find an image helpful, and the image is a breeze on a summer's day that's warmed by the heat of the sun. It's kind of caressing my body. So imagining that my breathing is warmed by an intention of care, of love, of kindliness towards all of my experience. Treating myself the way I would naturally respond to a loved one. With care, with interest, with love, with tenderness. With each in-breath, with each out-breath. It's like it's pouring into my whole body, heart and mind with the in-breath, and pouring into my whole body, heart and mind with the out-breath. It doesn't need to be a big feeling. Maybe you're not feeling anything at all. Maybe this concept, this idea is miles away from what you're feeling. But we can just be aware of the possibility of having this kind of attitude towards ourselves, our sorrows and our joys. Care, kindliness, love, tenderness. And staying centered and grounded and breathing. Opening our awareness to include everybody here in this session. 87 of us, many different countries, different time zones, and yet here we all are human beings breathing together. So we can expand this quality of care and love and tenderness, interest, to include ourselves and everybody else. We're not all just little boxes on the screen, but we're human beings living our lives with our sorrows and our joys, our hopes and our fears, our pains and our comforts. Let's just breathe together for a few moments, with goodwill, with well-wishing, and with care for one another. Be careful not to force or strain, letting our breathing be natural. It's like the field of awareness includes all of us. And now expanding it to include all life everywhere. The humans and the creatures and the animals and the birds. Participating in the flow of life. Let's all rest very, very deeply inside that flow of life. Listening, open, receptive, quiet, flowing. And bringing the weight of the body to the foreground of awareness and the contact with the chair, the floor, the bed. The yielding, resting into that contact, the stability of that, the groundedness of that. Bringing sense of ourself to the foreground of awareness. Not closing down from all the other creatures. It's more that we're shifting the focus to stability in our own body, our own mind and heart as we begin to bring the meditation to a close. And when we're ready, we can begin to move the body a little bit, maybe the fingers and the toes if appropriate. Seeing if we can keep the sense of flow going rather than gripping against movement. When we're ready, we can open the eyes. Come into bigger movements if we want to. Good. So just noticing the effect of the practice. It's always good to review the effect of the practice. Half an hour of your life well spent. Looking out at all the faces, that's nice. Getting a sense of everybody. Comments coming into the chat. I'm just going to read these out because some people here are visually impaired as well. And also it can be nice just to listen rather than stare at the screen. So Arlene, having had a busy birthday yesterday, I was needing to have a moment to celebrate my own appreciation that I am still here. How wonderful. Regardless of all the challenges I have had in my journey of life, so grateful to take these moments to give my soul a hug and share the joy of peace with others from all over the world. This is exceptional, and I appreciate you all taking moments to share the journey too. That's wonderful, Arlene, and happy birthday yesterday. Yeah, beautiful. Edith, I'm sorry that you are missing your retreat. Thank you for a lovely meditation this evening. I can have a retreat at home, which is good. We've got a room that I can move to, which would be really good in the garage. Angela, very comforting sense of being part of flow of life, somewhat free from human cares. That's interesting. Yes, they're sort of broadening and deepening and letting go of the kind of the way we contract against experience. Kathy, thanks. Susan, thank you for a relaxing, calm time. Ed, a perfect half hour. Tracy, that was so wonderful. Really feel a lot calmer after a bad day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tracy. I'm glad you feel calmer. Thank you, Vidyamala, and everyone for sharing. Lorian, feeling relaxed and refreshed. Thank you, Vidyamala and Sangha. Sangha means community. Hope your evening is lovely. Of course, it's your morning, isn't it, Lorian? So you've got your day ahead of you. Joan, thank you. Love the warm summer breeze, comforting and nurturing. Maria, thanks so much. Amazing. Amanda, thank you very much. First time in a while meditating with others. Kathy, thank you. Maria Jose, feeling very embodied with headache gone. Thank you. Wow, that's amazing. Your headache's gone. It's always so powerful. Ideen, thank you, Vidyamala. Your meditation tonight is particularly helpful as I'm having my first chemo session this week. Wow, really sorry to hear that. And if you can take this quality with you into your chemo of just coming back to the moment, that will probably help, I hope. And just when the mind goes off, just come back to just this moment. And really, really wish you well with that, Ideen. And thank you for sharing it with us. Mark, thank you as always for your kindness and honesty this evening. So sorry to hear about your retreat. I'm thinking of you. Thank you, Mark. Yeah. Lynn, when facing difficulties, I had a wonderful, wise, elderly friend who always said, keep a green tree in your heart and a singing bird may come. Wow, that's beautiful. Keep a green tree in your heart and a singing bird may come. Tracy, thank you tonight. My first time joining you all. Wow, well, special welcome to you. Wonderful. Kathy, thank you. Feeling peaceful and grounded. What a gift you give us every Tuesday. Wishing you well with your health issues and future retreats. Thank you. Alison, thank you so much. You were very brave and inspiring. What a beautiful practice. Audrey, beautiful meditation. Thank you so much. Dominic, Thank you for taking the time to care for us when you have received the news about your retreat. I really enjoy the freedom and fluidity and feel much calmer. Thanks, Dominique. Well, to be frank, Sona said to me, are you going to go and lead the meditation? I said, yeah, of course, because I get so much out of it. So I'm coming here for me as well as you, which is, I think, nice for you to know. You know, I didn't want to do anything else with this half hour of my life. And Sona said that out of kindness, of course. And then iPad 2, whoever that is, I'm glad you were able to find room for your retreat anywhere. Julie, thank you so much for this much needed session. Wishing you all the very best. Ali, thank you. As always, that was great. Feel less pain. Brilliant. Well, I'm saying brilliant. You didn't say that, but that is really great to hear. And I need to mention that every time I'm here, both myself, my husband, and our dog are enjoying the practice. That's brilliant. Sorry you're missing the retreat, and hopefully you'll be able to do something else soon. Marion, even though I am alone, I still feel connected to all the living, breathing bodies. It's beautiful. So thank you for the precious 30 minutes. Daniela, danke. Thank you. I feel somewhat more grounded and my spirit lifted up at the same time. That's interesting. Yes, that's what can happen. We sort of drop down and rest, allow all the chatter to calm by coming down, but then there's also an opening and a lightness that can arise. It's very, very interesting dance between letting go and dropping and opening. So the spirit lifted, beautiful. Bonnie, thank you, feeling lighter. Oh, Von, thank you, Vidyamala, you inspire me. And Kate, really feeling for you having to let go of Sky, sending you all the spaciousness from this beautiful practice. Another iPad. I like the image of the breath infused with kindness and an anchor to stabilize a busy mind. I like the idea of multiplying kindness between all of us. Louisa, thank you, Vidyamala, and everyone. I feel so calm and relaxed now because of sharing with you all. Luna, beautiful picture of breathing self-care. Thank you. And Hazel, that was lovely. Thank you, everybody. So wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for your comments. And let's end it there. And have a good day, have a good evening, have a good night, whatever time zone you're in. Wrap up warm if it's snowy and enjoy. Well, I got my long johns off this week for the first time this winter. That was a moment of great celebration. So if you have any epic moments like getting your long johns off for the first time in the summer, that's something to celebrate. Small pleasures and all that. So yeah, go well and be well. And I should be here next week. Yeah, see you then. And if you want to unmute and say goodbye, then by all means do so.
Thank you, Vidyamala.
Thank you, Vidyamala. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Vidyamala, take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Lots of love.
Thank you, Vidyamala. Bye, everyone.
Bye.